Information Technology. I, Mr. Sagar Jagtap, Assistant Professor in Department of Instrumentation Engineering. Today we will going to see the subject embedded system design, in which we have to study the microcontroller 8051 IO ports. The objectives are to study the pin diagram, functioning of the 8051 ports, overview of the 8051 pins. After learning the 8051 pin diagram, student will be able to understand the configuration of IO ports, understand the interrupt signals, reset and oscillatory circuit. The 8051 is a 40 pin IC. In this 40 pin IC, there are the four ports: port 0, port 1, port 2 and port 3. These ports are used for the general purpose IO operations. Port 0 is, all these ports are the 8-bit ports. The port 0 is acts as a multiplex, low byte address and data bus for the external memory design. The port 0 plays the dual role. The port 0 can be used as a data line and the address line. In few microcontrollers like the 8031, there is no on-chip ROM. Now, to access the external memory, we have to use this port 0. The port 0 and the port 2 forms the 16-bit address. In this 16-bit address, the lower address field A0 to A7 is held by the port 0. In order to make this port as an input port, we have to write 1. For example, suppose I have to write the port 0 as the input. So you have to pass the value P0 is equal to 0 cross FF hex. Similarly, to make this port as output, we have to clear this value. So port 0 is a 0 cross 00 hex. The port 0 has no internal pull-up register. So externally we have to add the pull-up registers. Here, the VCC pins, we can apply the 10 kilo ohm. We have to connect the 10 kilo ohm of resistor between each of these ports. The port 1 and port 2, these two ports are also 8-bit ports. It has general purpose IO pins. It is a 8-bit in a wide. So this is the internal diagram of the port 1 and port 2. The port 3 is alternate function. Having three different alternate functions are there. So these are the actually external world signals. By using port 3, the controller can communicate with the external world. So RxD is the serial input, serial output, then the external interrupt 0, external interrupt 1, timer 0 and timer 1, read and write strobes. The reset pin, the 8051, the pin number 9 in the 8051 is a reset pin. In this reset pin, we have to use this 10 microfarad of the capacitor and 8.2 kilo of the resistor. Generally, this pin is active high. Normally, it is a low. It is a power on reset. For effective reset input, it must have the minimum duration of the 2 machine cycles. Upon reset, all the values in the register lost and program counter is 0, which forcing the CPU to fetch the first opcode from the ROM location 0. Only the stack pointer, the value is 07, and all the ports of 8051 become the input port. So it is a 0 cross FFX. The pin number 18 and 19 are the crystal pins. The 8051 has on-chip oscillator but requires an external clock. The quartz crystal oscillator connected to the crystal 1 and crystal 2 also needed two capacitors of the 30 picofarad. If you use TTL oscillator, then only we have to connect the crystal 1 pin to the external oscillator signal, and the pin number 18, which is a crystal 2 pin, left as open or it is a not connected. Then the external access pin and the address latch enable pin, these are the pin number 31 and the pin number 30. These pins are used to access the or to interface the external memories. The address latch enable pin is 0 if we use the port 0 as a data path. If this pin is equal to 1, we use this P0 as an address path. Then the program store enable pin, this pin is used to access the external memory. This pin is connected to the output enable pin of the external memory. This figure shows the external memory interfacing. Thank you. Thank you.